Somehow I woke up out in Beverly, fucked up, smelling like that bourbon. And I end up alone. I'm not certain. Yeah, the girls impolite in the club every night. That's how it goes when you Hollywood person. Hollywood person. You're gonna get burned. Yeah, you're gonna get burned.
Deem as boas-vindas ao novo treinador.
So, as you guys would have seen, there was everything laid out for you. That's how the series is going to work. It's going to be a 5-season challenge, as I've already said. The aim of which is to make Boavista break into that top big three in Portugal. Obviously, it's Sporting, Porto, and Benfica, as I've said previously, that are the top three clubs. We want to try and break that trend and hop into the top three as many times as we can. So the aim is to either, in 2 of the 5 seasons, win the league and we'll also win the cup, or to win a European Cup in 2 of the 5 seasons. That is our aim. That's how it's going to go. Like I said in the beginning, we're not going to play every game in the season. Probably this first season that you see here is going to be mostly simmed through. We're going to be making a lot of signings. They're probably going to be unrealistic signings, realistically, because we're just trying to get the best team as fast as possible. So if this isn't your kind of series, that's fine. Stick with it though, because I think this is going to be entertaining. Let's take a quick look at the squad and see what we have going on here. As you can see, Boavista haven't got the strongest of squads, but I think we've got at least some young guys that could grow throughout the series, so we may have some talents that we can use. Obviously, we've got the likes of Reggie Cannon, who's decent. Some of these guys obviously will be sold so that we can make new signings, but yeah, as you see, we've not got loads of quality, but we will change that over time. So what I'm going to go ahead and do now is go and find some transfer targets, and then I'll get back into you guys and give you an update as to where we are. Right, we do have our first transfer offer coming in here straight away. It is Kenji Gore for Thomas Rincon and 250,000. Thomas Rincon at 34 isn't really going to interest us. Is Arsenal Ronaldo Vieira on a straight swap. Let's see what they say. Daniele Montevago. I'm going to assume that's probably not a good deal either. Going to ask for Berezinski and see if they'll just straight swap. If not, then we'll probably just leave it here. No, they're not interested in that. I actually didn't expect to get a transfer offer that quickly, so it kind of caught me off guard. I haven't really scattered around enough yet or anything. Got another transfer offer coming in here for Luis Santos. He is 64 rated, 22-year-old fullback, winger and right mid. Can play all the way along. Probably not going to get a lot of play time in this first season. 5% maybe, let's see. No. Okay, well, that's the end of that. We continue on. Another transfer offer in for Luis Santos. Obviously quite a coveted player here. Bring this down to 1.6. No, I'm not interested in that deal. New offer coming in here. Yusufa Ng, a Gambian striker / left winger, has had an offer come in from Atlanta United. We'll go up to 1.5 and see what they say. They're not happy with 1.5. These are loose negotiations as well. They're very upset, aren't they, these lot? Right, we have had the main bulk of the scout reports come back in, so we can now go ahead and take a look at see what we've got on here. We've got a couple goalkeepers, Kosuke Nakamura, Geordie, Martin van der Voort, and that's it. I am leaning towards Martin van der Voort. He is, however, quite expensive, and I don't think he's a priority signing. Centre back is definitely what I want to go for. I do like the look of Edward Solbal as well, though, so I think he may be one of the first ones I go in for, as well as Thierry Ambrose and maybe even Felix Correa. I know Felix Correa is a young player, which isn't usually something I do in these series, but I think he'll grow fast. So I think that might be what I do. However, Thierry Ambrose is going to be the first player that I go in for. Alright with the price. Sell on needs to come way down though. And there you go. We have agreed a deal for Thierry Ambrose. Going to see if we can offer him a contract and get him in as our first signing. Goes up to 8.4. We're happy to offer him that. So Thierry Ambrose will be our first signing of the Boavista Challenge Series. So yeah, should be interesting to see how Ambrose can do up top. He will go straight into the team and Bosnick will drop down to the bench. Next up, I think is probably either going to be a centre back or a midfielder, or maybe even Felix Correa if we can go in for him. I actually think it will be Felix Correa. Let's go in for him now because I think he will be decent for us and he will grow a lot throughout the season. We had a 10% sell-on clause as well as 2.2. They're happy with that, so we will go and offer him a contract. Can play on both wing spots. He is willing to bring it down to 13 though, and I'm willing to accept 13. They're willing up to 15, which I'm still willing to accept. So Felix Correa will be the second signing, another attacker coming in just to bolster that attacking line. Like I said, can play on both sides, has decent potential to grow quite well in this one. Yeah, we don't have loads of money here. We only had about 6 million to start. We're already down to 2 with just 2 signings being made. I think the next one I want is Solbal, but I don't know how easy this is going to be to pull off. So let's take a look and see maybe if we can get a swap deal going. A butcher names that you don't often say when playing these games. Offer them that. They're still not interested. We'll go one more swap deal to see what we can get. I don't know if that's going to be enough to leave us to offer him a contract. Go for that. They're going to think about that offer and get back to us, so that could work. Let's keep going and see if it does. And unsurprisingly, it doesn't. They still want 3.6, so I think we're probably going to walk away from this one for now. Wait and see if we make any sales ourselves before we go back in for any more business. I think is going to be the next thing to do. I did forget we are going to have a youth player of ourselves, and it's Emilio Mendez, who is going to be very useful for the team. Yeah, we will train him as a central midfielder. Hopefully that will give him the chance to play in the team more often. I'm not changing the formation just as yet in this one. I probably will look to do that in Season 2 most likely. But at the moment, I think it's probably just better to keep things how they are, build the team around this, and then change it up. It's going to take him 160 weeks. Could he potentially train as a winger faster? He could. So if we actually train him as a right winger instead, then he can go into that right wing spot and we can let one of the right wingers go, which may garner more attention. Alright, season already starting here at our first game. We're going to quick sim it and see what goes on. We do walk away with a 1-1 draw. Thierry Ambrose getting his first goal of the season. Reggie Cannon transfer offer. It's a difficult one with Reggie because I don't really want to let him go. So I'm going to reject this for now. But if it comes down to the fact that we might need to make another signing, Reggie may have to go. We're going to sim this one as well against Braga. We actually do walk out 2-1 winners. Mendes and Makuta getting our 2 goals. We have got our first win of the season. We were dominated in that game as well, but managed to walk away with the win still. Mendes, the young man we're playing on the right wing, picking up his first goal of the season. Watai transfer offer coming in here. This may be one that we do accept. He is a decent player, but he's 65 rated. A chance. Do you know what? I'm just going to sell him just because I think there's probably more we can do with the money. We probably would be able to get more money for him, but I'm just going to take what has been offered right now. We're at the next game of the season. Again, we're going to quick sim it. We do lose 2-1 to Aruka. It is Aruka, isn't it? I don't know. Thierry Ambrose getting himself another goal though, so that's nice to see, but we don't manage to do enough to walk away with a win in that one, which is quite disappointing to be fair, because I didn't expect to beat Braga and we did. Here, Watai is leaving the club. We're just going to skip through this one because I don't think we really need to see it. 1.6 million, so it's not too bad of a deal for us. Let's see how they rate it. It's going to be an A, so they're happy with the amount of money that we got. It was the best possible deal we could have got as well. So, yeah, we are going to make a signing. I was going to go back in for Subol. His valuation's actually dropped. Maybe I am still going to go in for Subol. I think I am still going to go for Subol. I was going to switch to a centre-back, but I think I've changed my mind again. 2.2 with 10% sell on. They're happy with that. So, we will... Solbo anyway. Why am I calling Subol? I don't know. Something's going on with me. 300k sign on. They're happy with that. So we will bring in another signing, and it will be a left back. Ukrainian young man Solbo. Solbo will come in that left wing back spot. So yeah, another signing coming in. Third signing for us this season. We're doing alright, to be fair. We're doing alright with signings. It's more than I thought we were going to be able to make. And they are decent, so... Like I said though, the next signing will have to come after we make a sale. And how funny, we've just got an offer come in for Onyemaechi, the player who we've just replaced in the squad with Solbo. Maybe, if we can get that 3 million that was suggested that we can get, we'll let him go. They're going to agree to 3.5. I mean... 3.5 is a high value, and it will allow us to make a couple more signings ourselves. So, and with us just bringing Solbo in, I think it probably would be an okay sale. It's a 3-3 draw against Casapia. Who scores? Saviol for them. Does he get that hat trick? No, he gets 2 and then a yellow card. Makuta, Mendes and Ambrose score for us. Makuta transfer offer coming in. I actually don't want to let Makuta go because he's actually been very good for us at the beginning of the season so far. But we will be seeing our young Nigerian wing-back leaving to Watford here. Onyemaechi. So decent work from us there. That will also allow us to get 2.7 million in the bank to bring us back up to 4 million. We're going to be able to make another signing. I was going to go Mujahid, but I think he's probably just out of the realms of our possibilities now. So I think Del Croy I like the look of. And Del Croy is going to be the one I go in for. 10%. They're happy with that. So we'll go in and offer Del Croy a contract. With the 200k sign on if they're happy with that. They're happy with that. So Del Croy will be coming in as our new centre-back signing. So... little signings like this of players that are at a current decent standard and will grow. I think these are the kind of deals that we need to be making. What's the best possible we could have got? 2.2, really? Well, we got 2.6, so I don't think that's too bad from us, to be fair. I think it is going to be Sasso that we drop him out for. Delcroix will come in. Sasso will drop out. And now I'm pretty much happy to continue going forward with this team. If we make another signing, I may look towards right wing back, maybe midfield and goalkeeper. But I'm pretty happy to go forward with this team from now on. So I'll let you guys know if we make any sales or if we make any signings. Another offer coming in for Santos here, this time from Zurich. Make one last signing of this window. We're going to get 2 million with 5% add-on. No, they're not interested in that, so that's fine. We will continue on. We are on deadline day now, so this is the last opportunity before we start simming. Another Mukata offer coming in from Fulham this time, but like I said, I don't want to let him go. I think he's going to be big for us in this first season at least. Decent amount of players brought in, to be fair, for us. I definitely cannot be too disappointed. There's a Reggie Cannon offer coming in from Columbus Crew, but we're going to reject it because Reggie Cannon is a player that I'm not looking to let go. So we will wrap up the transfer window in Season 1 with a couple of signings coming in. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Let's take a quick look. We've got 4 signings coming in. Delacroix, Sabol, Correa and Ambrose all in. Yeah, next thing to do for us really is to sim ahead until January is what I usually do, and then give you guys a halfway update. So that is what I'm going to do now. Right, halfway update. As you can see, we're currently sat in 11th place in the table. So we've had a little bit of a slide since our early season success at the top of the table. Don't mind me just putting my headset back on. Yeah, so we're not really challenging right now. Sporting have dropped down to 5th with Porto and Benfica going at it for the title. So we're not really at the right end right now. We'll take a quick look at the team and see what's going on here. As you can see, Correa's grown a little bit, not loads. Terry Ambrose also up a bit. Mendes doing decently. We're going to take a look at everyone's stats. Mendes still not done yet. Still 13 weeks. He's not in very good form at the moment, it would appear. Let's go and take a look at stats. Who's made the most appearances? Reggie Cannon's made the most appearances with 1 goal. Thierry Ambrose has got 9 goals and 1 assist so far this season. Felix Correa's got 4 goals, 4 assists. Not too bad from him. Mendes only coming in with 2 goals, 3 assists at the moment, with Mukata on 2 goals, 1 assist. Peñaranda chipping in with 3 goals off of the bench is decent. Pedro Mahiro also has 1 goal. Besides from that, no one else has made that many appearances or anything like that. I don't think we have money at the moment to make a signing. However, we do have an offer in for Gore. So let's go take a look at that because we may be interested. Gore will be leaving us here. I can't remember who it was that he was joining actually. We will be told in a minute. Lanús. That's it. If we don't actually end up selling Mangas, how do you feel about the deal? It's an excellent deal. Almost best possible price. 200k underneath. So that is a little bit of money added to our bank balance. What does that put us up to? Maybe 1.2? 2 million. It'll probably be just under 2 million. I don't think there's anyone I can sign at the moment. Maybe a goalkeeper. So I'm going to do a little bit more scouting to see if there's anyone that pops up to see if we make a signing in this window or not. The game here coming up. Quick sim as usual. It is a 1-1 draw. Who scores for us? Perez scores for us. Our midfielder, I believe. So we're not doing bad. We're just like quite average right now, I would say. Our team plays very averagely. Got a 19 million offer come in for Emilio Mendes here. It's not going to be a player I'm letting go this season for sure. Interesting. Sebastian Perez got an offer coming in here from Besiktas. That's actually quite tempting to accept. At 29, I'm going to ask for a 5% sell-on clause just to see. And they will accept the 5% sell-on clause. I can't imagine they're actually going to sell him, but if they do, I'll take the 5%. Quick sim here against Casapia. They beat us last time, but this time we do end up walking out winners. Ambrose and Sabol picking up the 2 goals for us to give us a 2-1 win. I have got a bunch of players on scouting, so basically all there is to do is the same as the last window, which is keep progressing and then let you guys know if anything happens. Perez will be leaving us to join Besiktas, so we will get a little bit more money. I think that puts us up to maybe about 3 million now. So once those other deals come in, I forgot to look at what the rating was. I think it was low, because I think they said the top price you could get was like 3 million, which I don't really see. But we have got a transfer offer coming here from Union Berlin for Berner, 19-year-old midfielder. We'll ask for a 10% sell on, but they're not willing to accept a 10% sell on at their price. Interesting. Danny Parejo joining PSG. Mangas has got another transfer offer coming in here, this time from Bologna. We will accept, try and push a little bit higher, except if we can't. 2.7 is what we're looking for. They're not going to accept that, so Mangas will be staying with us for now. Like I said, we are at the next game. I'm not interested in doing that. We're just going to quick sim through this one. I didn't actually change the midfield. We do walk away 2-0 winners. Ambrose with 2 goals. So Ambrose has proven to be a decent signing for us so far. I think that's maybe his 12th goal of the season. Right, with us having 3 million, oh, didn't mean to do that. We are going to go ahead and see if we can make a signing here. I think Casper Denora is the player that I like the look of the most. Maybe also Lazare Amani. I'm definitely mostly between those two. These guys have just joined their teams. Oh, so on loose you can literally just go and assign new players. I like that. I think I'm going to go for Lazare Amani and see, sorry, Lazare Amani, and see what we can get him for. I'm going to offer them 2. I'll bring it down to 2.3 with a 5% sell on. They want Kamara. I don't know if I want to let Kamara go. Let's offer this young man along with 1 million and see what they say to that. And now come back with 2.6. So if we can bring that down to 2.4. 2.6 again. 2.450. We will accept 2.450. So let's offer Amani a contract and see if we can get him in. He will have an important squad role to play for us. 6.6k a week, which I'm more than happy to offer, because that's a big pay cut and not a lot of wages. So Amani will be coming in to join the team. They're giving us a B for price. What could we have got for? 2 million. They wouldn't play ball underneath. Okay. Well, they say 2 million. I'm not sure I believe them. Kamara could start as well, actually, but we're going to start Armani. Yeah, that's going to be it for signings for now, unless we make another sale. So I will pause and get back to you guys. Next game, here we go, up against Chavez. Sim it, Armani's debut. We do walk away with a 1-1 draw. Felix Correa getting us a late goal to get us a draw in this one and walk away with the 1 point. Deadline day, Jurriën Timber might be joining, has joined Sporting for 45 million. See, that's the kind of money we need to be really competing up there with them. And Yaki Williams also joining Porto. But anyway, doesn't matter. We will walk away from that one and we will finish deadline day with just the signing of Armani added into our midfield. So yeah, we've got an okay team. Mendes, obviously, I want to play 1 game with towards the end of the season. Besides from that, wait, what's happened to our goalkeeper? Is he just declining that fast? He is. Definitely should have signed the goalkeeper. That was a mistake on my part. We're going to bring in Cesar because I think a goalkeeper declining that fast can only mean bad things for us. So yeah, now it's basically all down to simming towards the end of the season. Like I said, I do want to play 1 game, so I'll sim close to the end of the season, and then we will continue from there. Right, we are at the last game of the season here. Obviously, we're going to have a bunch of stuff popping up. We got transfer offers popping up, which we're not interested in now. Right, so our goalkeeper is now down to a 64, so now he will be getting dropped out for this last game of the season. As you can see, a little bit of growth around the team. So Bo up to a 75. Delacroix grew a little bit. Reggie Cannon up by 2. Armani's up as well. More growth for Thierry Ambrose. This basically is the end of season 1, so let's take a look and see where we will be finishing. It will be 11th place that we find ourselves back in again. I did see we went on a big loss streak, so as you can see, there's a lot of ground for us to make up before we're even challenging the bottom of the big 3, let alone the top 2. We've got work to do next season for sure. We definitely have work to do next season, but we will be hoping to take advantage of the free agency pool. So let's go ahead. Reggie Cannon making 34 appearances for us as our top drawn top appearance maker with Thierry Ambrose. Thierry Ambrose, who has had a very impressive season, 19 goals in the league, 3 assists. So definitely was a good signing, Thierry Ambrose. Emilio Mendes has found himself with 5 goals, 7 assists from that right wing spot. Felix Correa finding himself with 8 goals, 5 assists. As you can see, a little bit of growth as well as +3 for Thierry Ambrose, who's been the most impressive. Gais Mukata hasn't got himself any more goals, I don't think, but has got himself an assist. And besides from that, Peñaranda didn't really chip in with any more goals. I think maybe 1 more, or that might have even been what he was on. I can't actually remember. Besides from that, no one else really doing anything of note. They're not really getting a lot of playtime, obviously, because they're not that great. Armani hasn't been very good from his in-game rating there. We are going to play the last game of the season, just because, like I said, I want to try out the team. I want to see how Mendes is, and why not? It's the end of the season. You probably won't see a lot of highlights from this game, to be honest, but I will show some of them. Can't nick that one there.
Santiago Colombato
plays a good ball down the wing. Gadil Jr. gets blocked by Reggie Cannon coming back. First corner here for the opposition on the home side. Where's Mendes? You want Mendes in the centre of the box there. 6'6" player. Nowhere to be seen. Correa's going to clear this one to the edge of the box. Zaidu tries to back heel it, but Lazaro is there. Lazaro can bring it out. Ambrose is making a run through here. Can he get his 20th goal? That's a very good save from Zlobin.
With the game level, let's see what they can do with this corner.
Reggie Cannon whipped this one low. Oh, Mendes almost gets it. The full to Ambrose in the box. Can he jink round? Thierry Ambrose getting his 20th goal of the season. Big time signing. Thierry Ambrose has been a game changer for this team. Hasn't been able to drag us up the table because defensively it seems like we still need some work. I mean, goalkeeper wise, that's on me. I didn't realise our goalkeeper was 41 years old. It's a good finish from Thierry Ambrose at the near post. 20th goal in the league. I'm imagining there's going to be a lot of interest in Thierry Ambrose next season. They roll around the corner well. Reggie Cannon didn't quite do with it. Mendes doesn't clear it either. Oh, they hit the post. I can't believe that. I thought we were 100% going to concede there. Mendes is going to try and get down this wing now. Got decent acceleration, Mendes, so he can accelerate away from players. Just hasn't got the sprint speed to follow up. We're going to find Correa out here. He's going to play it on. Going to go back to Correa, see if he can curl one. Don't think he's got that in his locker. And it proves that he definitely does not have that in his locker. But we had to try it, didn't we? The opportunity was there. Delacroix with a good header there. Falls to Zaidu though. Can Lazaro get across here? He can. And he wins it. Can he play it to Correa? Correa? Ambrose. Ambrose hits it. Ambrose, 21st goal of the season. Thierry Ambrose is a lethal striker. It's a very good win back from Armani as well. We get our second goal of the game. Can be honest and say I'm a big fan of Ambrose. Big fan of Ambrose. Plays very well up top. It's a good finish as well because he did still have a fair bit to do with beating the keeper there. Felix Correa steps inside. Oh, what is that shot, Felix? I wanted to see what he had about him. He actually didn't prove to be too bad. Oh, we might concede here though, and we do. Jamie getting them back in the game. It's a bit of poor defending. First bit of poor defending from us, to be fair. We do just find ourselves a little bit out of position. And it is 2-1. We had been comfortable, so maybe we did step off the gas a little bit. Correa, can he close? He can, and he nicks it. Now we're on the counter. Thierry Ambrose on for a hat-trick. Chance to finish the season with 23. Thierry Ambrose wraps up the points in the last couple of seconds of the game. 3-1. 3 Thierry Ambrose goals. Felix Correa, you may have to step aside because we may have found our cornerstone already. Thierry Ambrose looking like an absolute steal for us, playing up top. Great finish as well. Good work from Felix Correa there to steal the ball. Plays it through to Ambrose, and Ambrose one-on-one. I had faith that he was going to finish that one off, and he does. Thierry Ambrose walks away with a hat-trick in our last game, our played game of the episode. Impressive performance. Was a very, very, very big fan of Ambrose, I have to say. Very impressed by him. Mendes, he's good. I think he's got a couple of things to work on, like his pace and stuff, for instance, but he's definitely a good player. We've got an offer coming for Kamara here. Obviously, Ibrahima Kamara is trying to leave. I'm going to delegate this. Yeah, sure, let's start at 5.5 and not accept anything underneath 4. Basically, that is the end of this one. Mangas also trying to leave, as we know. Do get a decent bit of money there. Who's the player in the swap deals? 20-year-old centre back called Seydar Sachi. I'm just going to straight up reject that one because we're not going to be able to use that player. So, like I said, we do finish things in 9th actually. So it's not horrifically bad. Like, we are still a big step away. Obviously, as you can see, the top 3 are the big 3, which it didn't look like that was going to be the case for a while because Sporting were down in 5th, but they do manage to find themselves back up into 3rd. So we are looking to break into that. We are about 28 points behind. So hopefully in the next season we can do that. And the next season is coming just around the corner. Let me just wrap up this season. Here we are, season 2. Just going to take a quick look at the squad, and then I'm going to do a bunch of training, scouting, to see who we can potentially get in as a free agent. Obviously, we need to bring in a goalkeeper. Probably is our most pressing. I did decide to re-sign Santos and Tavares just because they're young. I feel like they're going to fetch a decent bit of money for us at some point. We will have Kamara and Mangas leaving this season, I'm pretty sure, because both of them are trying to leave. But besides from that, all there is for me to do quickly is go into scouting after simming one day. So we've done an extensive amount of scouting, and there's some incredible players that I have to at least try and go and get. One of them being Karim Benzema. Obviously, like I said, these aren't realistic signings. We weren't expecting to make realistic signings, but when someone like Karim Benzema is available on a free, I feel like you need to at least go and try and get him in. We actually are going to be able to sign Karim Benzema on a free as well. So I know a lot of you are probably thinking, but we've got Thierry Ambrose. But I think what we'll do is we'll move Thierry Ambrose over to that left side, put Karim Benzema down the middle. He's only going to be in for 1 year. So it's not like he's going to be completely overtaking everything. Next one we really need. I'm not going to just go crazy on signing like Di Maria and stuff, because I don't want to sign like a bunch of old players that then we're not going to have anyone going forward. We do need to bring in a goalkeeper pretty urgently, but Karim Benzema is one that I definitely did need to bring in realistically. He's too good of a player to not bring him in. So yeah, we'll move Ambrose out there and put Benzema down the middle with Correa coming off the bench. I wonder if it's possible to get Ambrose in a different position, because he can play left mid, but I don't really want to. I might even change formations and have both of them up top actually, and then put Mendes in behind. As mad as this may look, because we got Mendes pushed up very high, I think we may just play the 4-4-2 with the two central midfielders. We'll drop Abascal down to the bench, and then we'll have Karim Benzema and Thierry Ambrose play alongside each other up top. I like the idea of that, and we also then still get to keep Correa in the team early for sure. We've got another offer coming in for Kamara here, with a player being offered back to us who's a 25-year-old, but not going to be a player that we're interested in signing. Let's see what they say. Offer me Christophe Pirelli, who I don't want. So we'll go 3.5 with the sell on, and they're not going to agree it, so Kamara will still be staying here right now. That is a phenomenal signing for us, though, to go alongside Thierry Ambrose up top. Karim Benzema. I didn't actually think we'd be able to make that signing. I've got a bunch of scouting going on as well. So once that's done, then I'll probably hop back in after that. We don't have a phenomenal amount of money still either. Obviously, with Karim coming in, we've now only got 6 million left. Now the sell-on clause of 5%. This is 2.6 with no sell-on clause at all, flat. They're happy to go for 3, so Kamara looks like he is going to get what he wants and move on from the team. That'll also be quite decent for us, because it'll give us a little bit of money. Ask for a 10% sell-on clause alongside what they want. No, they say no. So we're going to ask final to go up to 3.2. See what they say. They say 2.7. I'll go down to 3. They're not willing to go down to 3, so Mangas will still be staying here for now. However, Southampton now has immediately come in with the transfer offer after. Same dealings we do with everyone. That's your final offer, then it's a no from me. We will get Karim Benzema coming to join the ranks here. What a surreal cutscene this is to see. A small team like ours, well, relatively small team, picking up Karim Benzema, even though it is only for 1 season. It's an absolutely huge signing to see Thierry Ambrose coming to get a look at his new strike partner. Sure, Ambrose will learn a lot off of Karim Benzema as well. And there he is in the shirt. Karim Benzema joining up with the Boavista ranks. Bunch of scout reports back though, so I'll get back to you in a second. To a transfer offer for Luis Santos coming in from Atlanta. Second time they've come in for one of our players. 1.3, sorry. I will accept that if they give us a sell-on clause, which they are happy to do. So Luis Santos will be leaving. I'm just going to let him go, because obviously he's probably not playing for me. So there's not really much point in keeping him up top. Mendes getting a transfer offer in from Wolves. Obviously Wolves would want the quality Portuguese player, but we are going to reject that because we're not planning on letting Mendes go in these first couple of seasons. Obviously we are in season 2. This is season 2 of 5, so a little bit more money added to our transfer kitty now, back up to 10 million. So we are going to go and look to see if we can make a signing. It's most likely got to be a goalkeeper here or a centre back. Yeah, I'm waiting 3 days for the last couple of scout reports, then we will continue on with signings. Right, last scout reports are in that I was waiting for, so we are now going to go ahead and make a signing. Oh, that's not the right place. I think what I'm going to do is a bit risky, but I think I'm going to sign 2 keepers. The first one is going to be Lucas Fabianski. He is currently 38 years old. So So he is declining. I'm not planning on just signing a bunch of old players before anyone starts panicking. Fabianski, considering he's here for a free. So he will come in. He will probably be our starting goalkeeper. The keeper I want, I don't think I can afford at the moment. So, it was, who was it that I wanted? It was Van der Voort that I wanted, but I don't think I can afford him. I think I'm also going to go ahead and see if I can bring in Jay Gorta. I was going to go for Nardi, but at 29 I think we'll go for a younger player. Go for an 8% sell on with 4 million. They want 20% sell on with 5 million. That's not going to happen. We can have a 10% sell on at 4.4. They're happy with that, so we will go in and offer Jay Gorta a contract. Give him 4 years. I'm not interested in a release clause. He's currently on 6.8, so we'll bring him up to 8 with a 200k sign on. I think that should probably be enough to get over the line, and it is. We're probably going to see Fabianski joining the team now. I know, I think it actually is Gorta. So he will play second fiddle to Lucas Fabianski. The next signing for me that I do want, I think, is probably to bring in a centre back, but I want a little bit more money because I think the one I'm targeting is most likely going to be Leo Ostergaard. I'm going to scout some of these other guys that I've got here because we have changed. I'm also tempted to bring in Sulemane Doumbia because he is available on a free. What I'm going to do actually is I'm going to temporarily end this one here because I don't want it to go on too long with a couple of sign-ins. So we're close now to not too far away from the beginning of the season. We're just going to sim through this one quickly. Auto replace Correa. We do lose 2-1. Cannon and Mendes getting a goal. Churinov and Brownhill getting 2. So we definitely do need to strengthen that defense. But yeah, that's where we're going to leave this episode for now. We will get back into it next episode with a bunch more signings. But thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell to get notified about when the next episode is available to you. And I hope to see you in it. Peace.
I'm saying bye to all the lies and all the times you cried, saying that I wasn't right, yet I was right by your side. You manipulator, playing games, your friends